Welcome to EC Council's tutorial on ECC Exam Portal. This tutorial is for proctors only. First, open your web browser and access the portal through the URL eccexam.com. Please use either the latest version of Google Chrome or Internet Explorer only to access this portal. If the candidate is logging in for the first time, then he or she will need to register first by clicking on the Register New User link. In the registration page, ensure that the candidate enters all the details correctly. The fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory and cannot be left blank. Also ensure that the candidate enters the correct email ID, as this is the ID to which the certificates and scores will be sent. As we have an account already, so let's log in. Be sure to check the I am not a robot checkbox to log in as shown. Please note that this is the candidate login page and not the proctor login page. If you enter the proctor credentials here, you will not be able to access any of the tests. You will see the first page which has two agreements on it. Make sure that candidates download them and read them carefully, as they are important legal documents. Next, ensure that the candidate reads the important notice mentioned here as well. Once the candidate has read all these, click Continue. You will now be directed to the ECC privacy policy. Make sure that the candidate has read it carefully before accepting it. If he or she does not agree with the policy, just click on No, I don't agree with the given information. The system will log you out. Now click Next. You will now be directed to a page which lists all the available tests. You can filter these tests by selecting a particular test like this. Now click on the test that the candidate wants to take. Alternatively, you can also click on the Take the Test link as shown here. At this point, the system will ask you for your proctor ID and password. Enter your proctor credentials here to proceed further. Once the proctor credentials are entered, you will have to enter the voucher code sent by EC Council for the exam. Now click Submit. This screen shows you the timer. This does not stop once you hit Start Test, even if you close the browser window. Till the test is complete, ask the candidate to follow this timer and not the local system time. It also shows you the test you are about to take and also the current question number. Click on Start Test to begin your test. The candidate can now start answering questions, keeping in mind the time that is left and the number of questions that are left. Candidates can mark any number of questions for review from here. All the questions marked for review can be seen at any point in this drop-down. The questions marked for review are highlighted like this. Candidates can return to such questions by clicking on them and changing the answer if they want. Now you can see that none of the questions are highlighted, as no more questions are marked for review. Continue with your test till you reach the last question. Please ensure that candidates click on the answer button even for the last question before hitting End Test. Otherwise, the answer to the last question will not be registered by the system. After answering all the questions, click End Test. The system will prompt to confirm. Click OK. This will end the test and you can see the candidate score on the screen as shown here. Now that the test is done, candidates can access their score transcripts from the Aspen portal in 7 to 10 business days. They will receive the hard copy of their certificates at their mailing addresses in 4 to 8 weeks. They can print a copy of their scores or save it on their local computers immediately by clicking here. Thank you for watching this video. Please write to techsupport@ecouncil.org for any further queries.